My name is Patrick Darmody. I'm farming here in Ballyhale in South Kilkenny. I'm a fourth generation farmer, farming here along with my mother and wife. We're a dairy and beef farm here. The cows are mainly 50% Holstein Friesian, cross British Friesian. We try to promote hybrid vigour. We do 100% AI here on the farm to try and maintain a closed herd policy, to avoid buying in bulls. We sell some of the Friesian male calves, at 2 to 3 weeks old, and then we keep the beef calves up to 1.5 years. We look at the sub-indices in the EBI, looking in particular for the milk protein percentage and the fertility figure. And with that, the cows at the moment are doing approximately 3.4% protein and 3.8% butterfat. Since the quotas went, we increased production approximately 30%, but I'm very happy with the herd size at the moment and have no intention of increasing any further. The calving season so far has gone good. There's 9 cows still left to calf, and our focus really now is turning towards the breeding season coming up. Pre-calving, the cows are on pre-calving minerals. They get approximately 150 grams per head per day, twice a day. I think it's very important to get the cow in the right shape for calving and also sets her up for the breeding season. We did have some problems with milk drop syndrome, and it was linked to leptospirosis. We then decided to vaccinate here on the farm, and there's been no going back since. No milk drop, fertility has improved. And also with leptospirosis being a zoonose disease, there's no risk to anyone here working on the farm. Currently, we're going to vaccinate the cows using Leptospirose H, and we're also going to do them against BVD using Bovilis BVD. It's very handy that we can do both of them on the one day, getting the cows through the crush, and also, with BVD, we've no risk of a PI animal in the future. I vaccinate the herd here because I want to keep leptospirosis out of the farm. I know the vaccine works, have good fertility, there's no milk drop, and there's no risk to anyone working here on the farm.
I'm Richard Ryan from Ormond Vets here in Kilkenny. We're a 8-vet mixed practice. We cover a large chunk of Kilkenny. We're down here in South Kilkenny today, down in Ballyhale. We cover right the way back up through Kilkenny, over through Callan, Kells, over then up into Tipperary, Mullinahone, up as far as Drangan. Now we're getting into later March. It's hard to believe it, but breeding season's around the corner already. So now is the time to think about your full MOT for your cows and for your herd. How are you going to get your cows set up for breeding? That could include body condition score, obviously. You have to have them fit for going in calf. It might include pre-breeding scanning to see are your cows cycling, are they clean, etc. And then obviously you got to update your vaccination plan, make sure all your cows are up to date with all the things that are going to impact your fertility, things like lepto, BVD, IBR. These are diseases you need to watch this time of the year. Lepto is a bacterial disease that affects cows in a variety of ways. You can have a herd type outbreak where you get just a big milk drop in the whole herd. It can actually cause mastitis as well in individual cows. But one of the biggest things that we see is the fertility problem. That's one of the main reasons that our herds are vaccinating, is they have seen decreased fertility, decreased conception rates, but also they can see abortions, which unfortunately they typically occur weeks after the actual outbreak, the actual infection occurred. So we vaccinate to protect your herd, but also people often don't realise, but we vaccinate to protect you. This is a zoonotic disease. What's a zoonotic disease? A zoonotic disease is one that it actually is contagious to people. So you can get it yourself. It actually can be spread in cow's urine. So that's very easy. Like anybody that's stood in a parlour milking cows knows your face is quite often in the firing line when cows are going to the toilet. Very easy for that urine to get in your eyes. If that cow is shedding leptospirosis in her urine, you're at risk, and that can have very, very serious consequences. For our farmers, when we're chatting to them about their vaccinations and setting up their herd health plan, we would look at them trying to get their Leptospirose H into their cows this time of the year. It's actually quite convenient. It can be given the same day as your BVD. And in fairness, Leptospirose H has got the broadest protection out there. You've got coverage for both of your strains of lepto. So now is the time to start looking at that and get your cows in shape for breeding. As the breeding season approaches, now is the time to chat to your vet. Every farm is an individual farm. You can't give a blanket herd health plan without knowing what's going on that farm. So you really need to think This is the time of the year, be proactive. Don't wait until you're 3 weeks into your breeding season and your cows aren't bulling. Now is the time, get your tail paint on, check out who's bulling, who's not bulling, discuss with your vet, get your pre-breeding scanning done, get your vaccinations done. Once you have that all in order, the rest should fall into place.